Press Start Video Games.
Hey! Welcome to Press Start TV, Episode 1, our first ever episode. We're going to be bringing you news, reviews, trailers, previews, and interviews in the video game industry. And we're very excited to get started, so let's just jump right into it. We're going to be talking about some Nintendo stuff today. Let's talk about the Wii U and what they've done so far, where they've come, and what the future holds for them. What do you think?
I think Gage wants to start on this one.
What do you think?
The Wii U is a great console. It needs a lot of help. It needs probably more Mario.
It needs more first-party titles. That's what it needs.
It's
missing Zelda still. It's missing a good Mario Kart. It's missing...
For now.
Yeah, for now. That's true.
I think Nintendo's strong point, ever since it's come out with the original NES, has always been their lineup of games. I mean, like you pointed out, Mario,
Legend of
Zelda, they've got
Metroid,
Kirby, you know, Pokemon. I mean, the list goes on and on. Can they live just off their first party titles?
They can.
That's
if they
their
want to
biggest
play
strong point.
Yeah,
that's
right
for
now.
sure. Pokemon on the 3DS sells like crazy.
That's the reason to stay on the 3DS
Exactly.
too. But to live off those first-party things, you need those first-party games. And I think it definitely starts with Mario Kart coming up. I think that's going to get the ball rolling. Hit Mario Kart pretty hard going into E3. E3, you're going to see a lot. I think you're going to see a Zelda game. You're going to get your more Smash Brothers.
I mean, the 3DS has sold very well, but like a lot of people have brought up before, the Wii U isn't selling as well as Nintendo would like at this point. Can they keep going at this rate? Will these next-gen games that are getting ready to come out, like Mario Kart and Smash Brothers, make the difference? Or will we see the day when they stop making consoles and port stuff over to the other consoles? Well, is that going to happen?
No, I don't think so. With the Wii U right now, you have more games running on the Wii U at 1080p and at 60 frames per second than you have on the Xbox One and the PS4, almost combined at this point. So you're seeing a lot of good stuff come out, just waiting on that
The
one,
big
the
hitters,
kicker,
the big hitters
the thing
that
that's
are
like,
missing.
hey, we're going to
Zelda
partner
and-
all this together. Here you go.
Well, they did release the Wind Waker. That went over
Yeah,
really
the
well.
HD remake, yeah.
I mean,
Which
obviously
sold
Zelda's
really
big
well.
You
series.
can't live off HD remakes forever, though.
It's true.
No.
They did make
you
their
can
own
only
console.
pander so many times to your audience.
It's true.
But do you think that the next generation of gamers is going to worry about the Mario Brothers, the Zeldas, and that kind of stuff? Or are
They'll
they
worry about
going
the
to be, the Call of Duties, the Modern Warfare?
The next generation of gamers, do you mean like kids or
Yeah,
young
like
people?
kids.
So that's why Mario is always relevant. Always. Because I grew up playing Mario. I mean, I'm still going to play
Mario.
everybody.
I still
So
would like
they're
to play Mario.
that's why he's so popular. Because new gamers come along every day, right? They're growing up. They're going to buy the Mario games. It's
And
just-
plus, it's great for parents that grew up with Mario to bond with their kids with Mario.
Until Mario stabs somebody in the neck, I think we're good with the kids thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Grand Theft Mario.
Nah, that's not gonna
It's
happen.
coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
E3 prediction. There you go.
I think that Nintendo, the Wii U, will definitely sell more consoles and pick up a lot of steam when games like Smash Brothers comes out. Zelda alone, I know, will move consoles for that. But there's one other title that I think we should get into that we're all pretty excited about: Mario Kart. What do you guys think about this game? Is it going to be a big block? Is it on the same scale as Zelda and or Smash Brothers?
Nope.
It's not.
Nope.
You don't think
I
so?
love
See,
Mario
I
Kart.
disagree.
Mario Kart is totally a favorite franchise of mine. I love the racing in Mario Kart. I love the local multiplayer. I love how competitive it is.
So you're saying it's better than those franchises?
No. I'm still putting Zelda and Smash Bros. Up here. Mario Kart's still down here in the mid-level because I think you can only play it for so long and then you're bummed out.
But you have that
the online play
competitive-
probably not as very well.
But you have the competitive people who want the Mario Kart.
What's that audience like though? It's not very big. I don't think that the life on it's going to be.
It's not as big as the Smash Bros. Audience, that's for sure.
That's why it's not.
But
on
it's
the
still
same level.
enough to move systems off the shelf, I feel.
Sure, I can move systems.
Which is what
Well,
Yeah,
that's what
Nintendo
Nintendo is. It's a good way to
ultimately
start.
needs,
It's a good way
yeah.
to start. I still don't think you're going to live off sequels forever.
Nintendo's been living off Mario for how many years?
They're not all direct sequels. I mean, you're just like, hey, let's do it and we just repackage it.
But it's
Granted,
still,
it looks great, and we got to play it last E3, and it's awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it again. I don't know that it's going to save something, but we're going to get the ball rolling definitely.
I think they will pick up a lot of steam with a game like that. I think a lot of people are going to be into it. I mean, some of the announcement of this game was it 16 new tracks?
16 new tracks, 16 retro tracks.
Right.
32 together.
Rainbow Road.
2 Rainbow Roads.
That's insane.
2 of them.
That is
So
insane.
you're gonna get the nostalgia people, plus you're gonna get their kids who want to play with daddy
And Mom.
Yeah.
and mommy. You know,
They- you know.
want to play. You know, with their kids.
Like, I'm
and,
excited to play.
You know,
I
then
wanna
you're
play
also
Mario
gonna
Kart.
get the generation, our generation, who really doesn't. You know, they want to play the Call of Duties, but they also want to be like, oh, I want to run around with this track and shoot people with.
Me personally,
Stuff.
Mario Kart will hold my attention for about 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit down and be like, all right, I got to beat every race today. I can't put the game down until I'm done. No, that's not
That's not the type of gamer
what
it's going
Mario
on.
Kart is for me. I'm sure a lot
It's
of
the
people
party
feel that
game.
way, but then there's a lot of
Right.
people who
It is
I mean,
good.
how
It's
many
the
people
local
people
are together?
who are still
It's
in
like
college who
Nintendo's
have
got-
roommates are still playing
Like-
Mario Kart
Oh, yeah.
and all
Yeah.
these games locally together.
Well, they've got
hours
the
upon hours
grip
at
on
night.
local multiplayer that Xbox
Exactly.
and PS4 can't.
I
Get
totally agree with that. I think Mario, and that's why I love, they're smart with their franchises, Mario, Zelda, so forth, because I like how they bring it back, what made that game so popular, but also introducing some new elements to it. And of course, the game's going to look beautiful on the Wii U, I think, so I'm super
Oh, yeah,
excited.
The trailer looked awesome. Just amazing.
Outrage.
Falling off those tracks.
Those rainbow
at
roads.
High definition. It's gonna be awesome.
Gravity is really going to be a bitch in this game.
Yeah, I just want the collector's edition to come stateside so I can get a Blue Turtle show.
That's all you want.
I think it's going to be great. When we come back, we're going to be talking about games that came out in March. All right, welcome back. So we just got done talking about some Nintendo stuff. Let's talk about games that came out in March. There's lots of good stuff that came out. I mean, one thing that happens, I say every year, it can't get better than last year. I think that every single year, there are AAA titles that come out, and there's a lot that came out this month. What were some of the games you guys liked?
Dark Souls 2.
Oh, yeah?
I can't get enough of it. I think that it is a definite improvement between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, and it's Dark Souls.
Now, this is a difficult game, right? This is
Very
not the
difficult.
easiest game.
It's
Is
not
it more
easy at
difficult
all.
than the first one, or some people say it was a little easier?
There's a lot that goes into these games, and there's a big bridge between Demon Souls and Dark Souls, mainly, well, because of the publisher changing, but it's the same kind of jump between Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. It's a totally different formula. The way combat is handled, the way your character is handled, everything. So it's not better in terms of the way it's set up, it's better in the terms of how it's executed.
Okay.
Now, someone who hasn't played this game, should I play Dark Souls 2? I didn't play the first one.
I think everybody should play Dark Souls 2.
Even not playing the first one?
Yeah, you don't have to play Dark Souls 1 to understand the world of Dark Souls 2 because they're two separate worlds
Okay.
altogether.
I think if you did go through the first one, 2 might seem a little easier, only
It'll-
because you know the mechanics.
You'll be prepared
Right.
for the challenge that
Yeah, right.
awaits you.
Oh, it's a hard game.
Yeah.
No, not at all. It's the easiest game I've ever played.
Ever played.
Yeah.
I
Pretty
feel like
good.
there's some sarcasm.
No, not at all.
What else came out?
Put it on pretty heavy.
South Park. I love that game.
I think everybody loves that game.
I'm a big
It's-
fan.
it's
I'm-
hilarious.
I'm currently playing through it right now. Just having a great time. I think they did a great job.
What's your favorite part so far?
Well,
Without spoiling anything.
without spoiling anything, I would say not maybe a part, but just the feel of the game. I was just excited that when it turns the game over to you for the very first time and you show up in your bedroom, that and I start walking around the bedroom, the first thing I thought was, finally, it plays just like the cartoon. And that's something I've been waiting for a long time. So I was just excited about that.
It's neat to really feel like, colored paper walking around for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we're going to take all this hardware they worked so hard on and just bring it down to our level.
Oh, yeah.
Of South Park.
And it's like it's like a long, it's like a movie, more or less. I mean, because there's a storyline there, you get to play through it, you're a part of it, there's decisions to be made. I thought they did a great job with it.
I agree.
Do you think
I
it's
was-
long enough?
Well, I'm not all the way through it, but I think I'm pretty close to the end. I think there's a good amount of gameplay there, but it's definitely worth a replay. And there's a lot to be said about that, because a lot of people, when they get through a campaign, they're done, they trade their game in, whatever they do, and then that's it. I think this game says, I might go check out the other side of the story and see if there's more elements there, that kind of thing, but definitely worth picking up.
Someone who's beat the game, I would say it's long enough. It felt short when it was over, but then you go back to it and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of at the point of where I could probably stop playing right now.
Some other big titles. What else came out? March.
Let's see here. Titanfall came out.
Titanfall is amazing.
So
Titanfall is great. I am loving this game. Never in my life have I felt like, oh God, no, and like, oh, this is awesome at the same time because of the size of the mechs and just how immersive the game can get. Even if you're not in a mech, my teammates must hate me. I don't really talk to them, but I'm never in my mech. I'm just running around getting pilot kills, running through buildings. My Titan's on autopilot, running through the streets.
Why don't you just play the pilot only mode then?
Well, I could, but I'm not going to because I'm not a little, you know. I like the Titan running around. He's got to clean up kills for me too. You got to flush him out. The thing I like about Titanfall so much is that, and you don't realize this when you're playing it, but when you're watching someone else play it, it's a very cinematic game, and you don't get that from playing it because you're in there.
You're paying attention to what's
right.
actually going
but
on,
when you're,
not everything else going on around
yeah.
you.
And then when you're watching someone else play, it's just like so much going on. It's like the end of that Transformer movie where you can't really tell what anything is, but you're like, this is awesome because things are just blowing up.
Now,
there's a robot, and I want to be a part of it.
Did it deserve the hype? I mean, because that was a big thing. It got so much hype, and even on the box it says, believe the hype. Did it deserve all that hype?
Yeah, I think so. I liked the campaign that came with it. I wish there was a little more because I felt like when I was playing the campaign, I wasn't really involved with the story that was going on. I did like that if you won or lost the matches, it would affect the outcome of the story going into the next match. I just wish there's more to that. I would like to expand the world a little bit.
I'm more of a guy. I mean, I like the idea that they did that, but I think this game is big enough and can be a AAA, platform for Microsoft. It deserves its own campaign. I think something like along the lines of a Halo, where you can go through a campaign with a two-player co-op or by yourself or something like that combination. That's what makes a game more accessible to more people.
Right.
The ability to play those
I agree, because I'm not a competitive multiplayer person. I would rather sit down and play a co-op game than shoot my friends in the face.
I mean,
they would shoot you in the face.
Well, yeah. That is true. I'm not very good at games like that. So.
That was a massive game. What else came out? Infamous for the PS4. I mean, what about
something
this
that was just a gorgeous game. Playing it and watching it. It's one of those, like you said with Titanfall. It's one of those games you can sit there and watch and not be bored and
be immersed in it and just
you
enjoy
feel connected
everything
with the characters.
Oh yeah.
So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Now, did you play the first two?
No.
Oh.
See.
I played the first one. I have not finished the second one yet.
Okay. And you played it a little bit, and I've dabbled in it.
What,
here and
Infamous?
there. Yeah.
Second Son?
Yeah.
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 I have it. I
Right.
bought it. It's good.
Do you like it compared to the play style of the first two?
I haven't unlocked any more powers yet,
Okay.
so I'm still
I'm on my
still
second
one
power,
trick pony like Cole was in the first game.
Yeah.
So I'm
That was
like the
really
power.
interesting.
I like
when you're watching the game.
even with
to-
just having the one power, I like it more than the electric power that Cole was limited to, because you have so many more options. The skill tree in this game is huge.
Yeah, it's a huge upgrade.
Does this game showcase the next gen graphics? Does it showcase what the PS4 can do?
Oh, it's great.
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially with facial animations. There was one scene at the beginning, I was watching it, and you don't see the wrinkles in this old lady's face until she starts talking like a real old person would talk, and her skin just, I don't know what they did, it's freaking gorgeous.
It might actually be one of the first games that it shows off the power of
The next gen
the
technology.
graphics. But
and we're still early.
yeah,
We're
of
still
course,
early.
going from here, it's just going to get better and better.
That's crazy, crazy stuff.
So March was pretty awesome.
March was a
March
good
was
month.
an epic month.
I really enjoyed March.
April's got a lot to follow up.
We'll
gonna
have
be
to see what
hard.
happens.
All right, sounds good. Well, we're going to wrap this up. When we come back, we'll be talking about E3 2014 and some of the announcements going to be made on that. We'll be back. All right, welcome back. So let's talk about E3 2014, some of the games that are already starting to get hyped, maybe some predictions, who's going to win, that kind of stuff. Do we care who wins anymore? Is it Sony's E3 to lose? I think they pretty much took it last year, but what do we think is going to happen this year?
I just want games. That's all I care about.
Yeah, good game.
Especially now that all the next gen consoles are out. I just want
Good
games
games.
out the nose.
Tired of hearing about VR.
Yeah.
Don't care about motion controls. The Kinect's okay. I don't want any more Kinects.
You don't want Facebook to open up Microsoft's press conference?
I'm done.
Why
with it.
not?
This is over it. I'm with everybody else. Don't want to see it. just not caring for it.
So you're kind of with 9 on those just good games.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think it starts at Ubisoft. I think they're gonna kill it again.
You think so?
Yeah.
What are they going to bring to the table this year?
It's not. I don't think you might get some new secret announcement like you did last year with Division, the year before that with Watch Dogs. You might get something like that. But I'm excited because I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan. So I'm excited to see Assassin's Creed. I want to see more about the Division. I want it to still make this year. It's not gonna happen. But I'm holding out.
Yeah. Some other announcements. I mean, they're going to be doing some Unity stuff, I'm sure. Another Assassin's Creed series. Is this series worth continuing? I mean, it seems like it's got a pretty big fan base. I mean, they're releasing one every year now.
Yeah, we have 3 teams developing.
Yeah, they got 3 different studios.
Yeah, they're on 3 of my titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got time to work things out. And they have to bring it all the way up to the current time
Generation.
period. I mean, Desmond, you got to bring it up.
Spoiler alert: Desmond's dead. He died.
What's the guy that gets in and out of the Animus? What's his name?
Yeah, he's dead.
That guy?
I feel like I'm
Yeah, you
derailing this whole
just ruined
conversation.
it.
Yeah, he's
I think
dead.
we just went off in the wrong
Yeah.
direction for this. You just sunk that conversation.
Yeah.
All right, so what's Ubisoft's probably going to have a good E3 this year. I think we're going to see some more Destiny stuff. This is going to be a huge title. You know, Activision's bringing that to the table. What do we expect to see from Activision this year?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Another Call of Duty?
I
It's
really think
every
they're
Call
going
of
to
Duty.
Call of Duty, and I think they're going to try and push the envelope to burn on Titanfall and Battlefield again. Especially now that Titanfall's got as much hype as it did.
But it's like a Call of Duty. with
That's
mechs.
why I can't. Yeah, that's why I can't get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got burnt real quick on all of that.
What about from Nintendo? What are they going to bring to the table?
Hopefully Zelda.
I think we'll see some Zelda
I
stuff
think
this
you know,
year.
like 90% chance Zelda's making it.
There's a high probability Zelda's going to show up.
And for those of you who haven't been to E3, when there's anything Zelda, the line's like forever. So plan on being there for at least an hour just to see any kind of hands-on with Zelda. It's just
An hour?
crazy. I mean,
You're going good for an hour.
it's crazy.
An hour is easy.
That's
because
all
we
the
stood in
time.
line at PAX last year. I was in line for Last of Us for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't
And I got
imagine
there
you'll
first
see
thing in the
any
morning.
hands-on Zelda though.
You don't think hands-on?
I think
though?
you'll see a demo.
Okay.
You're not gonna get to play.
I agree. I think they'll show a video at their press conference, but I don't think they'll have a hands-on.
No. I don't
If they
think there's any
do,
chance.
then they've been holding out very well for a very long time.
Yeah.
No leaks coming out of Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right, how about for Microsoft?
I think Halo's your big announcement.
Got it.
That seems
Got
to
it.
be
Halo
like a train
and
driver
Sunset
right now.
Overdrive. I think they're going to push that again.
Do you think so?
Is this going to
Yeah.
be a big title for them? Is
I'm
it
not sure. It's the first Insomniac exclusive, and
Yeah, they're breaking away from Sony there a
Yeah.
little bit. Should Sony be concerned about this, or?
I'm not really sure because Fuse did not do very well between the multi-console thing.
Did not do very well, or
Just tanked
like here's
completely.
dirt, here's Fuse looking around. It's just not good.
Their Fuse is pushing up daisies. Just straight up.
Watching Sunset Overdrive last year, that was the only part of the conference where I was really like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
I wasn't blown away by it.
Well, I think it's their big ticket because there hasn't been enough information since E3 last year to push the hype for Sunset Overdrive. So
I mean, I think Halo's just going to be,
I think
where it's
Halo's
at.
I think
definitely-
you're gonna
definitely the
you're gonna
headliner.
get the Halo 5. Here's this, but I think
Well-
you might get some other kind of Halo game this year.
I was like, but what new thing can you get for Halo? They're
Halo
on their
2
fifth
anniversary?
generation. Like, I mean,
Halo 2 anniversary. Is
I think
Xbox One only.
we were talking about Nintendo earlier that they bring their tried and true series to their next gen console, right? Which is going to be the same case as we go along for a while. I mean, Halo on an Xbox One system built for the Xbox One is going to look awesome, right?
Halo
That's just
4
gonna
looked
be-
awesome and it ran on a 360, so I can only imagine the 343 is going to push the Xbox One to its limits with Halo 5.
Any new series? Any new announcements do we expect to hear from Microsoft this year?
It's hard for me to just go, they're going to announce this, but you're not gonna see anything that people are waiting for. You're probably not gonna see Banjo-Kazooie 3 from
No.
Rare. It's not gonna happen. The Dishonored leak, Dishonored 2.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah?
I
Yeah.
really, really hope that that is true because I really want to see where Dishonored goes in the end of the first one.
Yeah, I don't know what. I got nothing. I just got
I got nothing. All right, and how about from Sony? I think for me, one of the series that I have been excited about, it's kind of been on and off, but I really want to see it come out, The Last Guardian. Is this still coming out?
I really think we'll see stuff for The Last Guardian at this year's E3. I'd put my money on it. Because I've seen Twitter talk back and forth between Team Ico and Shuhei Yoshida, and it definitely sounds like they're on track for E3.
And I'm a big fan of theirs, and I think that
Shadow of the Colossus and that.
I mean, just terrific games. I think, again, this game built for the PS4 is going to look amazing.
Fantastic.
And I think they could do some really cool stuff with it. But, yeah, super excited about that.
I mean, the bar's already set pretty high. You know, they can't, you can't come in low and be like, oh, this is a great game. No, you're going to have to
visually. Games for like 8 years now,
you know.
So I think that they need to just get it out there. What?
I'm just afraid I'll play the game and that animal in the trailer is just gonna die, and I'm inside. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose.
Let's not talk about that yet. Let's not talk about
Spoiler
that.
alert.
Because we don't know enough about it.
More dead stuff.
The kid could be the last Guardian.
Yeah, it's true.
Look,
It could be
but
that.
don't know.
you're gonna develop some bond or something, and one of them's gonna die.
Oh,
The big twist in the game will be you're actually the creature the whole time.
it's a dream.
Living vicariously through the boy.
They'll
You're like,
pull
oh,
the Ross
God.
thing. It's just a dream.
Right.
What else from Sony this year?
Sony Bend has an unannounced IP that they're working on, which is supposed to be pushing the PS4 to its limits. So I'm excited to see what that is.
I want to, and on top of that, I want to see Uncharted 4 news, especially with all
Yes,
the Naughty Dog
especially
problems
since how they
they've had.
teased it last year at Spike.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
What's that?
They demoed Kingdom Hearts 3 last year. It's
Oh, yeah.
Right, but that's not just Sony though.
I know.
That's cross-platform now. So
But I'm just saying, because Naughty Dog, a lot of people are leaving the studio for whatever reason. And the writer over there for Uncharted just joined Visceral for the new Star Wars game. There's something. I want to see Star Wars. Totally forgot about Star Wars E3.
you want to see
I
Battlefront
want to
3?
see
That's what
Battlefront.
you
I want
want.
to see Battlefront. I want to see something like 1313 come back.
1313 is
That
not
would be
coming
great.
back.
Not coming
It's
back.
dead.
I want to see something
It's
like
dead.
it. I want to see more bounty hunter stuff.
I want to see an open world Star Wars game.
You can just go play the Old Republic.
No, I want a good.
You can play the
open world Star
MMO.
Wars game.
Old Republic's okay.
Galaxies is not a good MMO.
Did they shut that down?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
wanna see
I
Star
don't know if
Wars.
the servers do.
I want to see Star Wars. I want to see Halo. I don't want to see Call of Duty. I want to see Zelda.
But
That's
what,
my A3.
what excites me about Amy Hennig joining Visceral is that Visceral is responsible for the Dead Space franchise, and I love the Dead Space franchise.
It was good.
They are very good at
The
what
first
they
two
do.
were good. 3 was alright.
3 was okay. It got a little wonky with the co-op and the not so scariness,
Playing on hardcore.
but it was a lot of fun.
Alright.
It's a fun game.
Well, I think it's going to be packed. I'm still excited about Octodad. So I'm really looking forward to it.
It's coming with PS4. It's coming. Play on your computer right now. Get a PS4 coming out.
So that's all we have for right now. Until next time, we'll see you later.